Hey guys, back at it with another roulette strategy to put against a survival test. This test was created in a longer format to highlight the potential pros and cons of a strategy, weeding out the good ones from the bad ones. Then as a community, we modify and refine the good ones to make them even better. If it survives that process, we can then program it into the new Viper Strategy software on my other channel. Link to the channel will be in the description below if that's something that interests you. On this test, every strategy will get a fair shake at 90 spins. That equates to about an hour and a half of live playing time in the casino. So there will not be a time limit. We are going to play out all 90 spins or until the system fails. All results are unedited. All videos are posted, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Every system will receive a grade on performance that's posted at the end of each video. And if you are new to the channel and want to join us on the quest to finding the best, subscribe now and hit that notification bell to stay up to date, because it won't hurt you none, but it might help you some. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's test is going to be unique, and I'm pretty excited for this one. It's going to be slightly different than the 90 spin test that I typically do. But I've been on search of a nice flat betting system, right? I came across this one. I just blanked it. It's the FIREMANS channel. He has a gambling channel. I'll link it down below. Give him credit because that's where I found it from. But I thought it's going to be fun to run because he made a quick $180 profit in like 7 or 8 minutes. I like the coverage on it, and he didn't get any losses. So what I'm going to do a little different today is I'm going to do what I've done on my other channel that I started, the Viper Strategies channel. It's going to be what I call a multiple session test. So we're going to simulate multiple sessions separately, and then throughout 10 sessions at the end, we're going to see if the strategies in profit at those end of those 10 sessions, meaning like if you're going to play 10 days in a row using that same strategy, will it end in profit or will it be down in profit? So that's what we're going to run today. Before I jump into it, I'm going to show you, just look here on the screen. I'm going to explain his setup, and I'm actually going to run another modification that I came up with that I think might do better. But again, that's why we test before we invest. So look at the screen right now. You can see that it is a high bet, right? You could adjust this however you want, but I'm going to play it with the same denominations he was playing. So he put $50 on the first and second dozen. All right, that's going to be your hedge bet. That's going to be a push. Those are break even, right? And then he picked 10 numbers in the third dozen and put those basically wherever he wanted. You could do whatever you want, place those, but 10 individual numbers with $5 each spot. This has 4 whacks. You can see those 4 numbers that are uncovered, and that equates to a 89.5% hit rate. Okay, so we're gonna set some rules. The rules are gonna be the same for both of these tests. We're gonna flat bet. Okay, so we're gonna flat bet, which means that if we get one loss, that's gonna be our stop loss point. Okay, one loss, boom, it's a bust. We're gonna move on to the next session. Okay, so the total bet is $150. The wins pay out $30. And we're shooting for 5 wins. 5 wins, if we get 5 wins before a loss, that's going to profit us $150. We're going to double our money. So that's the parameters. I'm going to go into the next one. This is going to be my modification. I'm just going to show you right off the bat. So what I did is use the same denominations. We're using the same bet size. It's still going to be a $150 bet. The wins still pay out $30. Here's the difference. I just put $50 on the first dozen, and then I put $5 on 20 individual numbers through the rest of the board. Okay, now this is going to pay out the same. Here's the difference. The difference is this one, instead of 4 whacks, you're getting 6 whacks. So that drops the percentage, that hit rate percent, down to 84%. About 5% less than the other one. But just keep in mind, that's a high hit rate, right? This is designed to be flat bet, get up and get out. We're running the multiple session test. See how it pans out. I'm, of course, going to put those stats at the end of the video, so make sure you watch the video throughout. And I'm going to condense and crunch those numbers, and let's see which one performs better. So let's go ahead and stop talking so much. I just had to explain to you guys. Sorry. Sometimes I get long-winded. I understand. So let's jump into it. We are doing the FIREMANS version first, and we're going to do it exactly how we set it up. So we are going 50 bucks first dozen, 50 bucks second dozen. We're switching to $5 chips, and I'm just going to be random right here and make sure I place these bets right. I'm going to place the bets right, and I'm going 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we got a total bet of $150. Let's spin and see what happens. Spin number 1, test number 1. This is our first session. And we got a win right there, right? Yup, that's a $30 hit. We're going to see how many wins. I'm keeping track of the wins. We need 5 of those. We're going to repeat our bet. Again, there are 4 numbers that's going to hurt us. Those zeros, 27, and 25 in this case. Okay, you could pick those numbers however you want. You could also move them around a little bit. I'm going to just keep it the same. And we spin again. This is spin number 2. Let's see what we get here. And we get a 9. So that's not a loss. That's not a win. We simply rebet and spin again. And if you have the option to play European Wheel, the payouts are going to be exactly the same, but you're gonna have less risk because you have one less number. Okay, so another push. We repeat and spin again. So we're still up 30. Again, remember, this is a big bet. One miss, that's going to be a bust. We're going to move on to the next session. And we rebet and spin again. And let me know if you like this type of testing. Sometimes this is very difficult to do on longer progressions, but it is something we are doing on the other channel because it's easier and faster to run through these tests. All right, so we hit that unlucky number. Okay, so we did get a win. So we're going to track. This session is a bust, but we were down 120, okay? So this one didn't make any money. So let's go and replace our, let's back out. It's easier to do this. And we jump back in, we reset our session. This is going to be session number 2, test number 2 with the FIREMANS version. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, that's $50 there. Oops, 1, 2. And we're going to pick 5. Let's go ahead and cover that 25 just in case it wants to repeat. And place our bets right. We got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, $150 bet. Let's do it again. Session 2. Remember, we're going to do 10 of these. So let's see what we get here. There is another push. So we're going to simply rebet and spin again. Let's see if we could get 5 wins. 5 wins might be tough with this version. That's why I made that modification. I just feel like that, you know, risking two more numbers versus the coverage, it's gonna pan out. I mean, at least that's a theory, right? I mean, that's why we test before we invest. You just don't know. But I'm curious. Like I said, I've been looking for a good flat betting system. Haven't found one yet. All right, we got a hit. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and repeat this bet. We are up 30 bucks, just like the previous one. That's 1-1. Let's see if we could get 4 more. Oh, and that's a 33. I think that's covered. It is covered. We're up 60 bucks. Beautiful. Rebet, spin again. That's win number 2. And 21 red's going to be a push. So we're going to simply rebet and spin again. So we got 2 wins. We're up 60 bucks. This is session 2. And we get a 35. Yes, that is covered. Look, 90 bucks. You could even reset it right here where you just need 3 wins, you know? That might be a little safer, but again, I just put these parameters in. You can play it however you want. Let me know what you guys think about this one. I think this is a pretty fun one. Like I said, I've been searching for a good flat betting strategy because ideally you can play with the higher bet unit and then just get up and get out. You know, like I know a lot of people, they kind of lean towards the grinders, and I do too. You know, But sometimes it's just like, I'm busy, time constraint. I can't always sit there for an hour and a half to get a long session in. And then if you're playing late, that's not a good mix. You never want to play late. Um, sleep deprivation. I think I said that right. Just about the same as drinking alcohol. All right, another push. We simply rebet and spin again. This is a little bit longer test, but we need 2 more and we could just stop. This is the problem with this layout, is there's going to be a lot of pushes, which actually increases the chances of you hitting one of those uncovered numbers, even though there's only 4, right? That's why I made that modification. But let's see how this pans out. It might work out great. Who knows? Oh, I saw that one coming. I didn't even want to say it out loud. All right, okay, so that's 1. We got 1 miss. That's a big miss. Minus 150, but on this session, we were only down 60 because we had those 3 wins. Okay, so I'm curious on how this is going to average out at the end of the 10 days, aka 10 sessions. So let's go back. Let's go ahead and restart. Let's lay out our bets again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 50 right there, 50 right here and here. And of course, I'm keeping it simple. You could flip and flop and move these all around as you wish. And to be honest, if you guys like to cover zeros, I know many of you guys like to hedge bet with the zeros and cover them. You could replace one of these and put 1 on the 0, or put 2 on the 0, whatever you want to do. It's going to pay out the same. So this is session number 3. Let's start. So currently, after 2 sessions, we are down, $180. We need a win right here. Let's see how this pans out and averages out. That's why we test. Rebet, spin again. And we get a 34 red. Oh, that's a bust. All right, minus 150. That one didn't make any profit. So we're going to log that. We go back in for another session. We are on day 4. So we go 1, 2, 1, 2. Or this could be the same day, just different sessions, however you want to play it out. All right, we got 8, 9, 10. And spin. Session 4. Let's see what we get here. There's a push. 2 blocks of push. Rebet, spin. And we got another miss. Minus 150. That's back-to-back full losses. This one looks like it's not panning out too hot, but that's why we test these strategies out. We're going to start another test. We're going to put 1, 2, 3. Let's switch it up. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's go 50 on these 2. All right. This is going to be session 5. All right, 0, that's a push. I like the idea when he showed it. It worked out on his video. He did play live. He didn't play on a simulator. Well, kind of. I mean, those automated roulette wheels, I don't know. I don't trust them at all. The closest thing I do is play roulette, the roulette stadium. I'm sure there's some squirrely things going on with that too, but at least it's a real wheel and it's a real ball. I don't know. Maybe there's a little gnome inside there just spinning the ball. Who knows? All right, session 5 and a bunch of pushes, and we got another bust. Here's the risk, and the reason I'm playing flat bet is because he didn't explain, or he didn't give any progression. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just meant to be a flat betting system. This is a high bet per spin, so that's why I'm like, okay, I think it's safer just to test it out and see like how many times it wins, out of 10 sessions. And so far we are down for sure. I can't do math off the top of my head that quick, but I can see a lot of minuses on my paper. So let's go ahead and go boom, 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 boom. We got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I gotta throw another $25 chip over there. And we spin. We are on session number 6 with the Fireman special. Oh, Jesus. Another whack. I'm curious to see how my version's gonna pan out. So let's go start another session. And this is session number 7. Let's stay right there. Maybe we're just super unlucky. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $150 bet. Remember, one loss is a whack. We're done. It's a bust. We are on session 7, and we get a push. Rebet, spin again. So we got another push. That's 19 red. I mean, it's easy to play this strategy. That's one thing. You just rebet and spin. I just don't know. This version is worth the squeeze. That's why I'm excited for the next. And we got a win. Beautiful. That took a long time. Okay, rebet, spin again. And I'm doing this with the flat betting strategy. This idea of playing this way, meaning tracking your bankroll, I think it's pretty smart because it's going to tell you if you actually write down your wins and losses, it's going to tell you if that strategy is worth the time, right? Worth the risk, because there's some strategies you could play and you could win $1,000 in a night. There's other strategies that you don't win that much, but your win percent is higher because it has less volatility, right? So with that being said, like you might need with those lower volatility strategies, is like one loss is going to take a lot longer to make up unless you adjust your bankroll. If that makes sense. Adjust it lower since it is lower volatility. Okay, bunch of pushes. We are up $30. That's one win. I'm hoping at least one of these sessions get. And as I say that, we got another 0. That killed it. Okay, so we didn't lose 150. We only lost 120, but we still lost. We are going into the next session. Let's go back and reset. And we are going to switch it up again. Let's go middle. All right, and then we go $50. 1, 2, 1, 2. Spin. This is session 8. And we get a 36 red. That's a push. Rebet and spin again. And 12 is a push. We rebet and spin again. Yeah, I think this is the downfall with this one. I understand the hedge bets, but the longer, the more frequent that those pushes come up, it's just, look at that. And that's 3 in a row that the zeros killed us. All right, so that's minus 150. We didn't get a hit at all on that one. So we're going to go back, reset. We're in session number 9. Let's go ahead and lay it out. 1, 2, 1, 2 here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 150. We are in session number 9. And none of these sessions won. So I am giving it a fair shake. I know he showed that one and he did get lucky and won $180 in a few minutes. But right now, not one session has gone up. The highest we went was a $90 profit. I think it was $90. I'll have to go back and double check. Rebet and spin. So we have 2 more sessions to test for this first version. And the only uncovered number, that could be this app. This app does squirrely things. That's another minus 150. And we are going to session, the last session for this Fireman special. So let's go high again. Those seem to work. That's where we made money. So 8, 9, 10. We are going 50 here, 50 here, and spin. This is the last session, session number 10. 11 black comes up, and 11 black is a push. Rebet, spin again. . And I mean, even if we get a win right here, it's not going to be enough to recoup all those previous losses. But I'm curious to compare. That's what it's about. We got a hit right there. Beautiful. It's been a while. We're going to log that. Who knows? Maybe the last one. Maybe we're saving the best for last. And maybe this one will end up on top. I don't know. Rebet and spin again. That's a push. It might be better too, because like you've seen the highest we went was 3 wins. Maybe just have a couple wins with this version. I don't know. Look at that. Uncovered number, lost. We are minus 120 on this session. I'm looking at my notes right here. We're super in the hole right here. I mean, we lost a lot of money. Okay, so this one, no good. But again, we post the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's go ahead and reset the session. And I'm going to go over my version. I'm hoping it does better because so far, that was a train wreck, okay? So we got my modification, which is, I am going to look at the board. I'm going to go 1, 2. Let's go $50 right there. And then we are going to pick out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, $150 bet. Okay, so now the difference, like I showed you on the chart earlier, the only push is going to be that first dozen. Now we have 20 numbers covered that could potentially hit. All right, so let's see how this one pans out. And again, we have 6 numbers uncovered, the zeros, and then the other ones in between, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So let's go ahead and start session number 1 of my version, and let's see what happens. Same rules. 1 bust. We're done. And 1 bust right off the bat. That is not a good start. Not a good start. Okay, so let's go ahead and start another session. And let's switch these bets around. Let's go cover this as the hedge. And then we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That looks good. All right, session number 2. Let's see how this one pans out. And we get a 26 black, and that's a hit. Hit number 1, we're up $30. Repeat, spin again. And I'll crunch all the numbers after this second version of the test is complete. Beautiful, finally 2 hits in a row. Repeat, spin again. That's 2 wins. Remember, we're trying to get to 5 wins because that's going to profit us $150. We're going to double our money. You don't have to be that aggressive. That's another hit. We're up $90. Rebet, spin again. So 3 wins. We only need 2 more. Can we get it? Let's hope so, because that first one, we didn't get any wins. Nice. 27's a hit. We have gone highest so far. Playing is 120. Repeat, spin again. So 1 more hit, and this is going to be success. And I think we got it, guys. That's an 8 black. Beautiful win. Profit 150. Beautiful. So we are finally plus 150. Okay, so we won the second session. So technically we are at a push right now because we lost the first one. So let's go ahead and reset, and we'll jump into session number 3. And let's go ahead and go down here for the hedge, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 150. Let's go. Session number 3. Can we win again? We will find out. So far, through all these tests, we've only had 1 success. All right. There's a hit right now. Rebet, spin again. So that's hit number 1 on session 3. What do we get here? We get a 4 black. That's a push. Rebet, spin again. I should have kept the layout the same as the last because those low numbers are hitting, but it's okay. We are hedging. That's just a hedge bet. No win, no loss. Man, another low number. All right, repeat, spin again. We're stuck at the 30 mark right now. Hopefully we get a good number here. That's a 19 red. That's a hit. We're up 60 bucks, guys. Rebet, spin again, 60 bucks. So that's win number 2. 3 more wins, and this will be a success. Come on, I'm going to speak it into existence. And look at that, another low number. All right, no win, no loss. Repeat, spin again. We do have 20 numbers covered. Remember that. Ah, dude. All right, that's a loss. We didn't lose all 150. We went minus 90. Okay, so let's go to session 4. Let's reset this. Go back in. I am going to go hedge in the center. Seems like those are not hitting that much. And then I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, I want to cover that 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 150 bet. We are in session number 4. So this is doing bet. Oh, look at that. Back-to-back zeros? Nuts, dude. But that happens, right? All right, so that's a bust. We're going back in. That was session number 4, minus 150. And let's go same layout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. Come on, guy. My guy. There's 8, 9, 10. We're going throwing a quarter. No, 2 quarters on the mid. All right, session number 5. So far in this second version, we have 2 total whacks of 150. Can we come back? Will we come back? That's why we test. All right, we got a hit right off the bat. That's 1 hit. We're positive 30. 24, I believe, is a push. Sure is. We're going to rebet and spin again. Come on, we just need 4 more. And that's a hit. 29 is one of my numbers. We're up 60 bucks. Rebet, spin again. Now we need 3 more hits. Is 5 covered? Is it covered? Sure is. That's 3 hits. Repeat, spin again. We're up 90 bucks. 2 more hits. Come on. That's a push. 14 red. Don't mind that one. We're at session 5. There's another push with a 22 black. Repeat, spin again. And of course, a bunch of middle numbers are hitting as I make that the hedge bet. I know this app is reading my habits. Look at that. 19 red. This might be something too to adjust on the hot dozens too. Like following the last 2 hot dozens to hit, maybe adjust your bet. Just keeping it simple for testing purposes. Look at that. 20, my favorite number. Come on, 2 more hits. Is that a 9? And it's uncovered. That's a bust right there. So this one, we were only minus 60. We had 3 wins. We're trying to grab those 2. Didn't pan out. We're starting another session. We're going to go 1, 2 here. And we are going to add 20 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. 10. All right. 150 bet. We are in session number 6. Maybe the flat betting system is a mythical creature. Yes, got a hit right off the bat. Rebet, spin again. Come on, 4 more. We are winning more than the original version. So if you do have any insight or any comment, input, please comment in the description below. That's what this channel is about. We're trying to collectively make things better. If it's worth the time. Sometimes it's not. So we just throw it away. All right, we got back-to-back hits. We are up 60 bucks. We need 3 more to go. We do have 1 winning session. Let's see if we could get another one. Yes, another win. Repeat, spin again. We're up 90 bucks, guys. $90. I think that's a hit. 35 black sure is. Look at that. Beautiful. Rebet, spin again. We're at 120. We need one more hit. Can we get another win? 27, is that covered? Oh, yes, it is. Another success. 150. This is my second win. 150. So we are going to reset. So we have two successful sessions. So we are going to session number 7. We are going to keep the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's see what we get now. We got, can't forget the hedge and spin again. We are in session number 7. Let's see how this one pans out. I think that's a good one. That's a 17 black. That's a winner. All right, we are on a roll right now. I should keep my mouth shut. I tend to jinx it. Oh, but I didn't jinx that one. That's my favorite number. We won on this one this time. Okay, so rebet, spin again. We're up 60. That's 2 wins. We are trying to fish out 3 more. 3 more and we leave. And that's a hedge bet right there. That is a push. Rebet, spin again. Again, session number 7. 19, is 19 covered? Oh, it's the only one. That's tough. That's tough. Okay, so we didn't drop that low. We ended at $90, minus $90. So we're gonna reset, do another session, and I like playing that. So let's go 50 right there. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. All right, 150 bet. We are in session number 8. 3 more to go. Let's see what happens. 6 is a push. Rebet, spin again. Maybe that 5 wins is a little high. I'm kind of curious. Maybe we drop that to 3. And rebet, spin again. We got a win right there. So win number 1, we're tracking that. We need 4 to go. 4 to go. All right, 11's a push. Rebet, spin again. And we get a 16. Red 16 is covered. All right, rebet, spin again. We are up 60 bucks. That's 2 wins. We're fishing out 3 more. Can we do it? We sure can. That's the tough part about flat betting. Now, I could keep going, but flat betting is something with a high bet like this, it's just going to dig a huge hole. That's why I said stop after 1 loss. Again, like the previous test, down minus 90. We're going to session number 9. So let's lay out our bets. Let's switch it up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then we're going to throw a 50 piece in the... I messed up somewhere. I got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. Take that one off. All right, bets are set. Bets are set. There is no back to base on this one. You stay at base. Spin number 1 is win number 1. Rebet, spin again. We are on session number 9. After this, we got 1 more to go, and then we crunch the numbers. 25 reds, another hit. Back-to-back hits. I will take it. Rebet, spin again. That's 2. I'm going to keep quiet on this one. I don't want to jinx anything. And we get a 28 black. That is win number 3. Favorite number is only a push on this one. That's uncovered luck. As the roulette wheel does the roulette wheel type of things, we are down 60. We are starting our last and final test. Can we end on a win? I hope so. I thought this would pan out better. It looked good on that other guy's channel, but that's why I started this, man. I started this because I don't like those small clips. I need to stress test. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks good to me. Last test. Let's see what happens after this. We're going to crunch the numbers and we will review them at the end. And like that. Uncovered number, uncovered luck. All right, minus 150. I'm going to pause the video right here. I will be back with the stats so we can review and see if this is worthwhile. It doesn't look good, but I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so we are back with the stats. I crunched the numbers and I got some bad news and some worse news and kind of some good news, I guess. Let's go over the FIREMANS special. So the way he played it, and this is a big reason why I run these stress tests, guys. I'm not saying it didn't work for him because he clearly showed the video and it worked for him, okay? But I am highlighting what can potentially go bad with it. Also, sometimes what potentially can go really great with the strategy. That's why I do these longer version tests, okay? Because I, too, am seeking the best strategies possible out there, okay? So with that being said, the first sessions, 10 sessions total, none of them won. They were all in the negative, some slightly less in the negative. But when you go over, you see the wins. There was only 6 total wins out of those 10 sessions. And of course, the loss count, we're only giving the strategy 1 loss, right? So there's no real progression idea. I was just trying to look for I thought it might be a great or a good flat betting strategy. So that's why I ran with that. So yeah, of course, loss count will be 10. So we only got 6 wins. None of them, we got no session wins on the first 10. And we ended negative $1,320. Okay, I was hoping that would be a little bit better, but it's not. Okay, so let's roll into my modification. All right, again, my modification dropped in the hit rate 84% from 89.5. That's because I had 2 extra uncovered numbers, which made it a total of 6 whacks. With that being said, wins accounted for, I had 21 wins. All right, each win was $30. Of course, loss is $10. Loss count was 10. All right, so in that set of the 10 on the modifications that I did, we had 2 of them session wins. We did something to notate is we did have a few that got close, right? We had some that were 3, 2. There was 1, 4. End of the story, we are down less. We're still down, but we're down less. We're down minus 540 versus the original version minus 1,320. Okay. And in that second set, we had 2 of them that were session wins. So that's something to notate. So reviewing this, I don't think this is the best flat betting strategy. Of course, that may, like I say before, I might be chasing unicorns. Maybe there's no such thing. I know some of you guys give some feedback, but when you test it in the long run, it's just not working out good. But maybe there's some good flat bets that you could just use higher unit size and just get up and get out. That was my idea behind here. That's why I set that wins to 5 before you check out. But maybe if you adjust that down lower to 3, I know if I did that, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4. I would have had 4 wins on the second run. So that might have helped a little bit, but still, I don't think the lemon's worth the squeeze. But I do really enjoy doing this multiple session test. This gives you a good idea of how volatile the strategy could be, how consistent it can or can't be. And then that gives you the confidence or not the confidence to either use it or not use it with real money. That's why I always say, test before you invest. This is very important stuff. And here's just a great example. While I'm on topic, let's say I ran a different strategy this was a very basic flat test, right? Say I ran a different strategy over 10 different tests. Think about it. If you're down draw, that's just a fancy term for how much bankroll you use, right? So if you got an average that, like, out of those 10 sessions, let's say it only averaged and dipped down into your bankroll, you know, $100, just for round easy numbers. Let's say just dip down $100. Okay, well, the system originally calls out for $1,000. I think it might be better to adjust it to $100, because if you lose, let's say 2 out of those 10 sessions, you're only down $200. So it's going to be a lot easier for you to make up that money. But anyways, long-winded. It's a long video. I apologize, but I do like to do these long videos just to help everyone out on the channel. If you have some feedback, if you have some input, if you like this type of testing, let me know. I have that Viper Strategies channel set up. It would be very difficult to do this type of test on some longer systems that are more complex, but it's very possible to do it on the other channel because we have a back testing feature. So I could literally run through 90 to 100 spins of real data, not simulator fake stuff like we do on the app. The real data actually collected from a real ball, real table, real human. So if you're interested in that, go check out the new channel. And till next time, guys, be cool, stay cool, peace.